Here with Brian Roppollo, steak cooking champion of the universe. He's got a B&B Better Burning Charcoal tag on his person. That's a nice shirt, by the way, and a hat.
Thank you.
We're here at the NBBQA IM Barbecue 2018, getting ready for is this the Celebrity Steak Cook-Off?
Celebrity Steak Cook-Off tonight.
So what's the strategy here tonight?
We're going to cook that thing hot and fast, real quick.
Do you feel that in order to win, you have to use grill grates? And I'm not talking about the thing that the meat sits on, but I'm talking about the brand grill grates.
It just definitely gives you an advantage. Out of these cookers here, I'd venture to say, I think there's 65 cooks, and I'd venture to say probably 60 to 64 of them probably are all using grill grates.
Do you think we're unfairly creating a judging environment that the eyeballs are expecting to see what a grill grate crosshatch of grill marks is doing? Aren't we going into a slippery slope here?
No, I don't think so at all.
Really?
Really. No, seriously, you always eat with your eyes. Everything you eat, you're going to eat with your eyes first.
But if my steak tastes better and it's brown all the way across and it's done just like the picture should, I should be penalized because it doesn't have those grill grate grill marks.
You're not, as a judge, you're not supposed to be penalized.
Yeah, but we all know humans suck.
Maybe sometimes. I don't think it's a disadvantage if you don't use them. It cooks more evenly and it'll cook better with grill grates.
You have an interesting story because your wife, as you said, these are not my words and not Noah Glanville, who we'll get to here in a second, routinely kicks your butt in steak cook-offs. You see a lot of, well, maybe not a lot of, but some husband-wife teams in the competition barbecue world. Is that something that you see? Well, I guess they're working together. You guys are going head-to-head.
Yeah, in competition, you can lean on each other and use your spouse to help you. Well, here, she's not going to help me do shit. No, nothing.
That's all right. It goes on the internet, so we can say shit and fuck all we want. What's the record between you two when you go head-to-head?
Woo.
Don't lie like I know you want to.
I would venture to say she's probably got me. I don't know exactly, but she's probably beat me about 20 times. And the biggest deal is here recently, I've been whooping her ass, so that's all that matters.
What do you attribute the rise of success to?
A lot of people use PK grills. PK is a great grill. Some people use Weber's. I'm probably one of the only ones that use a pit barrel. So I met Noah, and, I like to be different. And so I had to try to get that competitive edge to whoop my wife's butt. And so I started cooking on a pit barrel, which, a lot of people say it's a smoker. You can't grill on a smoker. Watch me.
How do you set it up to run it as a full-on grill?
Exactly the same way. It has a grill. It already comes with a grill. So, it can be used as a grill, but as a steak cooker, we cook at 700, 725 degrees. So people say you can't get a barrel that hot, but I promise you, here in about an hour, that sucker will be screaming at 725 degrees.
I'll be watching intently, and if you win, I'll be here for a follow-up. Brian, thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Here with Noah Glanville, President, CEO, and overall founder of Pit Barrel Cooker. What brings you to the NBBQA?
Just good people, and I was invited.
Who invited you?
Well, Brad Barrett. He coaxed me into getting up on the stage and talking to a bunch of good people.
What was the topic?
Talking about business, entrepreneurs, starting a business, and roadblocks, stumbling along the way, and any tips and tricks.
From a business perspective, how's Pit Barrel doing right now?
Fantastic. We got the best team in the world, great customers. Life couldn't be better.
Pit Barrel Junior recently released. How's that hitting the market? How's the acceptance?
Really good. Can't keep them in stock.
Yeah. There was a guy in Ohio who chased me down in a volleyball tournament because he found out who I was and said, "Do you know the guy from Pit Barrel Cooker?" And I said, "Cursorily." And he said, "Well, I just ordered a Junior and they're out of stock." Then I called you, of course, to try and do a favor, but it's got to be exciting to know a new product is that well accepted where you're having trouble stocking.
It is. It's a great product. Same design, style, science, just a little smaller footprint, and it just really well received. And people that have a pit barrel want a Junior as well, just to put in the arsenal.
Brian's going to be using it in this steak cooking competition. I just talked to him about 15 or 20 minutes ago. Are you going to be watching that, and are you surprised that the pit barrel is making its way into the SCA type events?
I'm too nervous to watch. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching and probably getting dirty as well.
You going to take part?
If I can take part, it just depends on what kind of guy Brian is and if he'll let me take part.
Do you need $50? I'll give you $50. You can do your own if you want.
Well, $50 is $50.
No, always appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Junior Urias up in Smoke is here. Going to cook some steak. Talk to me about it.
Well, hello, Greg.
Hey.
How are you today, man?
I'm good.
We're going to rock out some pig wings. We're going to do the SCA steak cook-off, and hopefully we'll leave the house with the rhinestone cowboy hat.
So the grill's fired up now, the M1. Is that what you're going to be cooking on today?
Absolutely. I got the M1 modified grill right here with my grill grates. I also got my little C4. We're going to use my turbocharged C4, sear the steaks with, and then finish the steaks off on the M1.
You're going to sear first and then finish off?
Absolutely. Everybody does the opposite and does a reverse sear. I don't like that.
You don't buy into it?
Not really. I like getting my char, the color that I want first, then finish it off. You still get an even.
How many steak cook-offs have you done so far?
I've done over 25 over the years.
You win them?
I've won some. Last one I did was third in Florida.
So is this going to be the steak grill? Are you going to cook the pig wings or whatever they're called first on this thing? Is that like the first you cook everything together and turn it all in together?
The steak's going to be first. We're going to turn in the steak first and then the pig wings.
Isn't it an 8 o'clock turn-in?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, opposite. Pig wings first, then steak.
Oh, shit. If you got an 8 o'clock turn-in, it's like, I don't know what time it is right now, like 6:30 or whatever. So when will you drop the steak and start the actual cook?
It'll take me 6 minutes, so we're going to do about 7:50. We'll get it going.
Do you account for the judges tasting a hot steak or a lukewarm steak or a cool steak when you're setting your flavors and doing your cook?
Just medium heat. There's
No, I'm sorry. I mean, like, when they put it in their mouth, are you anticipating that they're going to be tasting a steak that's warm or cool?
actually, I think, a little warm, not to where it's super hot. You don't want to put a hot steak in the box. It'll change the colors. So you want to put a cool steak where it's rested. It's going to be rested before we put it in the box.
Do you subscribe that resting helps the juices release in the meat?
It really, actually, the resting brings the juices back to the meat.
Did I say that wrong?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Luckily, it's not video, so you can see my stupid face. Otherwise, like, what's going on with Up and Smoke and stuff?
Man, I tell you what, we got a lot of things going on, Greg. We got a new restaurant in the works. We're within 2 weeks from opening. It's going to be phenomenal. Badass Barbecue in Midland, Texas. We're bringing the barbecue belt back to my area, Western Texas.
Yeah, because it's like Central Texas is getting a lot of the pump up, the Austin, and so forth, so you're going to put your spot on the map now, right?
Absolutely. We're going to put barbecue belt back in Midland, Texas.
Is it what you're hearing about, or what we've been hearing about over the last couple of years is, you know, it's brisket. Brisket is king, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to be cooking a lot of brisket there? Is that just like a Texas thing, or are you going to be introducing some new flavors to the mix?
You know, we're going to introduce a lot of new flavors. You know, everybody does a central style Texas cook. The brisket with salt and pepper. You know, I go beyond that. I got my own ingredients. Nobody's ever done any work underneath me as far as a pit master, so nobody's going to have the flavors that I got. I got my own unique style. I've cooked over the years in South Carolina, North Carolina, Oklahoma, New Mexico, so I've created my own flavors using a little bit of techniques from everybody else.
A little inspiration from all the places you've been. You going to be open 7 days a week, or is it going to be a weekend thing, or what's the potential setup for hours of operation?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
What are you going to do the rest of the week?
Man, we cater. We do about 20 caterings a week.
That's where it's at, right?
That's where it's at. But, you know, at the restaurant, we need some rest. You know, I want to let the people rest, clean pits in between the days we're off and stuff like that. So,
Junior, good luck in the steak cook-off.
Appreciate it, brother. We'll see you.
Joey Machado from B&B Charcoal. We're like 100% of teams here on this first day of Steak Cook using B&B Charcoal?
There was not 100%, but there was probably about, I'm going to venture to say probably about 75%. We did put a bounty out and added another $100 to this deal if the grand champion wins with using our product. We've got a really, really good following out here right now who does believe in this B&B Charcoal product. And the people who had never seen it before are pretty amazed by what it does. This is a great event. It's wonderful people, and we love NBBQA.
You took part in the steak cook also?
Yes.
What's your steak cook method?
Actually, we have learned from a couple of guys out here. We try to run about 650 to 700 at the grates. On grill grates, of course. We're using a PK this time. I own them all. We've got all kinds of equipment. But on this particular one, we did run a PK 360 running with a char log, which is it's a variation of our briquette. Basically what we do is we just run a minute 45 for 4 turns. We go ahead and we put it in an aluminum pan. After we do our 4th turn, rest it for 10 minutes, and we roll with it. We don't even temp it.
You don't temp it?
Don't temp it. No, sir.
What happens if it's not cooked right?
Then that's a risk we take.
Isn't that quite a gamble?
It is, but you know what? We've had really good luck running that way. We always run a test cook, and the test cook runs fine. It's just when I go to that one that we're going to turn in, for some reason I just don't like to poke it.
Joey, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate the time.
You got it. Here with Roland, Poncho and Lefty Steaks, doing the Celebrity Steak Cook-Off, tying up these steaks. What's the plan for the competition tonight?
Hopefully go out and stick to our normal plan, kind of do what we do, and hopefully it'll go in our favor this time.
You worried about big shots like the Shed or Chris Lilly or anything like that, or you guys pretty much in tune to come do this program and feeling pretty good about the shot?
Oh, those guys always throw a huge curveball, but because they're excellent cooks and they do a great job. But SCA is kind of doing an SCA cook. We kind of know the rules, what they're kind of looking for, normal judges and stuff. So I think sometimes it might be an advantage to us, but sometimes they have an advantage because they come in with different flavors that maybe the judges aren't quite used to. So, but definitely you got to keep your eye on those guys because they're excellent cooks and they definitely know what they're doing.
Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Greg.
All right, post first day steak cook, what are we contending with and what are we thinking about chances-wise?
Everything was pretty much on point. I'm just a little worried about the doneness. We'll see. Hopefully it's done enough to not kill us.
For the people that are watching on the live stream, it was got a pretty unique look in the fact of when everything isn't utopian, how a team is able to work together. You think if you were by yourself, you would have had just as easy of a time as this, or is it nice to have another set of hands?
I might have dropped the steak then. It's much easier when you have a team, two-person process. And, Justin being left-handed, me being right-handed kind of works perfect, We've done it for so long together now, so it's like if I'm not doing it, he's doing it, So it's definitely a team effort. Wouldn't be Poncho and Lefty World Champions if it wasn't for him. So,
all right, so we'll see how it turns out in the awards. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
With Shauna Roppollo, the winner of the Celebrity Grill Steak Cook-Off today. Just want to ask you about how you prep, how you cook, and then we'll talk about the big win.
Okay, sounds good. Prepping, we pick our steaks through the line. I always let it sit out, room temperature the whole time. Just prep with dry rub seasonings. You use B&B Charcoal, B&B seasoning. The rest is from there. It's how you cook it, your temperature, doneness. It's an awesome feeling.
Talking to a bunch of other steak guys, and they seem to be, and gals, sorry, don't want to be that guy. And they're getting the grill grates up to a certain temperature. They're shooting with thermometers and all this stuff. It seemed like the temperature everybody was looking for was like 650 degrees or so at the grill grate. Are you into it that far, or do you have to be into it that far to be competitive?
Absolutely. Yeah, the grill grates I cook between 650, 700 degrees. Use a thermopen to temp my steak. The temp gun, it has to be just right.
What are you shooting for from a pull off the grill internal temp?
They want a medium, so I tend to go for about 138 when I pull it off.
Are you accounting for carryover after that too?
Yes. Yeah, because it'll rest for a few minutes.
I was talking to your husband earlier, and he went out of his way to say that perhaps in the beginning he was getting the better of you, but recently you've been kicking his ass all over the place. Does it make for a weird dynamic in the house on depending who wins and who loses?
No, it's all in fun. Out here it's all about I win more than him, but he's been beating me lately, so this is actually a good victory, fun victory.
Being in front of pretty much your peers and then a whole bunch of other barbecue at the convention here, what's the win like?
probably one of the best wins. I always said your first win is the best one, but this has to top it, just being in the atmosphere of barbecue and steak. So
You're going to be turning around tomorrow and try and double up?
that would be a wonderful thing. I'll be out here cooking. We'll see how it goes.
Shonda, congratulations.
Thank you very much.